Welcome back from that break. All right, that's an old school tune by King Sunny Ade and Onyeka Onwenu. And we chose that particular song, for a reason. Because it's Valentine's Day, I think people have like a distorted idea of what love is, But that song is talking about if you indeed love someone, you should be patient enough to wait. And you should have the common sense to know that love entails a whole lot of other things. And it takes planning to love properly. But we have guests in the house while we still await 2 more guests to join us on the show. But sitting close to me this afternoon, eating chocolates. It's the beautiful Mercy Michael. She's a relationship expert and also a journalist. Good afternoon, Mercy.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Beautiful Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be on the show today.
It's great having you here.
Yes, so Mercy.
And also, he's going to be the only man on the show today because even the other 2 guests are ladies. You're blessed amongst women, sir.
It's allowed.
Yes, allowed. All right.
Is polygamous.
Yes, so he's the program director for Keep Up the Hope. That's Cook Foundation. He's a career counselor, a mentor, a motivational speaker, and also a social critic, Prince Francis Chilaka. Good afternoon, sir.
Wednesday.
Happy Ash Wednesday.
That's number 1.
Yes.
And happy Val for those who...
Happy Valentine's.
Those who have.
Those who have vows.
Why won't you have a vow? Mr. Chilaka.
Are you available?
Today is a very symbolic day in relationships because it's the day you find out if you are actually the
Number
boo
1.
or you are the side chick. Yes. On a day like this, you find out, if your man is posting you today and giving you plenty of excuses.
You just know that.
You just know, you just know.
But do you actually think that
it follows?
No. Patience. Don't you think that could also be a way that some people might probably think that you just want to find out if she's the patient type? Let me see whether she would flail.
So you test me.
Let me
test
you on Valentine's Day.
It will work.
I do that to test somebody, honestly.
Okay.
But don't forget, it's a work day. It's a Wednesday, and people have to go to work.
Don't use that one as an excuse.
Some people work pretty late, like you work late.
Oh, forget.
So I don't
there is
know
no events. All our cameramen are going
For instance, what's your plan? What's your plan for today?
My plan for today?
Yes.
Okay, I'm more of a stay-home kind of person. So wherever,
even on Val,
I really don't like going out on Val Day. Why? Okay. Because there's always like a rush, and I don't like that kind of feeling.
But wait. We seem to have so much focus on one day, and that's why there's so much crisis. Every day should be a Val Day.
Yes. True.
For married couples.
Yes.
For people who genuinely are in love.
Okay.
So reducing it to just one day is a mockery.
No, but don't you think, of course, okay, I was listening to, over the radio, this conversation actually cropped up. And we actually celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. Does that stop you from being a father?
Or a mother every other day?
Every other day?
The razzmatazz around Val Day is not like you have with Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Why? It is
Val
the
Day
same.
just gives you that opportunity to celebrate that person on that special day. It's not every day. It's a
celebrate
day of
them a bit more.
And I believe the marketing force sells more during this period.
So it could be a marketing
I
strategy.
think it's women that are more carried away with Val Day.
You'll be shocked.
And
Some
that's
men
why
too.
our men should take our time
Like,
to celebrate
seriously?
their women
Exactly.
on a day like that.
If you look now, they're both wearing red, signifying that they're in tune with Val.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a team. It's a team of the day.
Of the day.
And
Doesn't mean if you don't wear
it's not
red, you're
unusual.
not breaking any rules.
I'm not wearing red.
But you're in the mood.
It's the
Yeah.
team.
you're in the mood.
Yes.
I'm not exactly in the mood, girl. I won't lie about that. I am not in the mood for Val.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, but this day is always, associated with flowers and roses and chocolates and, and all of that. But people are beginning to question those kind of gifts, on social media and saying, should it be about flowers? Should it be about chocolate? What, in your own opinion, do you think are the best kind of gift to give someone on Val's Day?
For me, anything can be special depending on your spouse or on your partner, depending on what you know that they appreciate.
Okay.
Some people are not a flower person, and you'll be wasting your time trying to buy them roses. You know, they just like they just like those beautiful tops, those shirts, those dresses, those shoes, those bags. And if you go get someone like that a flower, I don't know what you intend to achieve.
Exactly.
You know? So I think it should be about what you know that your partner likes or what you know that your spouse likes. There are no fast and hard rules to these things, basically.
Okay. All right,
Mr.
Mr.
Chilaka.
I agree with that. I'm not a gift person per se.
Mr. Chilaka, you are not a Valentine person. You are not a gift. What kind of a person are you? Please let's talk.
No, when I say gift, I like to give gift when people are not giving gifts.
Oh, okay.
That's my kind of person. Because there's so much nonsense and rubbish around. You see, let me tell you where I'm coming from. If the level of madness, the whole thing that goes around Valentine's Day signifies love, there will not be domestic violence.
If people are actually loving each other,
Truly.
Where it should, yes, there would not be. So for me, I just think it's a mockery. You know, you see people, you see somebody, okay, they love today. Everybody's like, oh, that is done, you know. But what happens? The next hour, the woman has been battered.
But
The man has been beat, thrown out of the house. So we need to de-emphasize the importance we attach on that particular day and use it to build homes.
Okay.
That's my own position.
All right, Mr. Chilaka, I need to take you up on that again because, you know, it's the same way when we are actually having the Lent period, and also the Ramadan when one is fasting. You kind of like abstain from so many things, the things that you feel that are negative, you don't get to do them. But after that Lent period and the Ramadan, you get back to it.
Blast.
So don't you think it's a mindset thing that's is on his own? Today, all those husbands that get to beat up their wives might probably now spare them today and say,
okay, I won't beat you today because it's Valentine's. It's Valentine's.
I like the comic that you bring into this.
No, but it's the truth.
No, but you see, my own argument is a very straightforward argument.
Okay.
The love people show on Valentine's Day,
It's fake.
for me, it is fake. And if there has to be a continuity, what it means is that all the domestic violence, all the abuse would cease to exist. Driving down here, I mean, saw a lot of ladies wearing red and all of that. But we know that some of them today, they will also get black eyes. So we need to look at what goes, behind.
Okay.
Not just what people show us.
I get you. But then, in as much as we're talking about the reality and all of that, we still must understand
Celebrate it.
that there are people who actually love their spouses too. I know there are people who are
No, we're not. I mean, I didn't generalize.
Who are enjoying their marriage.
Marriages.
Yes.
No, obviously.
So for such people, a day like today
a
is
day like
a wonderful
It's
day.
a wonderful day.
Yes.
And you know, the radio station is actually giving us good music.
Yes, you know. There's so much reason to celebrate.
For those that are
yes.
enjoying their marriages or relationships,
They
I
should
mean,
go
a day
ahead.
like this
It's
is
a
just
wonderful,
wonderful.
to let loose.
Yes.
You understand? You forget about the fuel hike, the queues.
And I think it's also a day to remind our men that women are not punching bags. You know, we are not objects. However you want to look at it, please let's treat our women right. And having said that, women too, treat your husbands right and
Why
talk
yourself?
less. I think if the generality of women talk less, you won't get into trouble. You know what I mean? Like even when the guy is already talking and having, if you don't talk so much, I think you will
Patience,
not
can I ask you a
incense him
question?
unnecessarily.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask, please.
When you say don't talk, if I start shouting at you and you're shouting back, is anything wrong with that?
If you shout
And you shout, is there anything wrong?
in shouting back,
Yes.
I think so. I
No,
think
wait,
yes.
I'm coming to somewhere.
Yes, because two wrongs can't make it right.
The moment you lift your hand and beat, you're the first offender.
Offender, yes, of
Yeah.
course,
That's
we
the
know
point.
that.
So
we know
it's
that.
not about whether a woman is shouting or not. It's about self-control.
Okay, well.
It's about working out on a bad situation.
Okay.
Because what we're saying is that if you say, after all, there are some men who can argue. There are some men, their mouth is like scorpion, poison. Now, assuming you go to your mechanic and you're having issues with your car, your mechanics begin to shout and you begin to shout. Will your mechanic slap you or will you slap the mechanic? He's a man like you can't slap him now because you know that there will be disaster.
Yeah, but because you know this one is a weaker.
So I think it's
person.
more of people being more conscious of their environment. For me, like I said, once it gets too hot, take a walk.
Take a walk. Okay, all right. Mary Obajeon says, I think it should be what your partner likes in a relationship. I think this one is talking about gifts, you know. So it depends on what your partner likes. All right, this one says, hi, Patience. Happy Val Day. I'm not the only one here. Hope you are fine there. I believe every day should be Val for couples. Have a lovely day. Daily with joy from Ofa. Wow. That's a Valentine couple. Daily with joy.
Wow.
Thank you for that. All right, this one says the best gift for Valentine is understanding between the couples or any relationship you engage in. This other one says, oh, okay, this one is talking about yesterday's issue. No, we've moved on from there. All right, you know what? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be discussing office romance. And I know it's going to get very, very interesting.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Play. Welcome back. All right, it's still The Buzz and it's the Valentine's edition of the show. We've been joined by yet another guest. She is a broadcaster, amongst other things, and she's a first timer on the show. It's a pleasure to have Ambassador Adaku Ibe Awurumibe. I hope I got that right.
Yes, you really tried.
Welcome. Can we call you Adaku?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Wow, I see you're wearing red.
Yeah, I'm in the mood.
In the mood.
I'm in the mood.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, before you got here, we talked about Valentine, the whole concept of it. Maybe we'll visit it again before we close for the day. But let's move on to the next topic. We're discussing office romance or workplace relationships. For some people, this has led to long-term relationships, even marriages, but also for some people, I mean, it's left a bitter taste in their mouth. Some people have even lost their jobs as a result of relationships. Now, we're discussing this topic because on social media, the story broke of a man that was dating two ladies in the same office. And this caused the two ladies to actually have like a physical fight, you know, and they got suspended from work. So, ladies and gentlemen, office romance. Let's start from the man, because usually it starts from, you know, maybe the man reaching out to the woman and then it begins. What's your take really on having, you know, something intimate with someone you work with?
I don't believe in that, and I will not support that. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. The disadvantages outweigh the advantage. You could have a time bomb in your hands.
Yes, if you don't manage it well.
You know, there's nothing like if you don't manage it well. Well, human beings, emotions are involved. And the first thing that happens is, let's assume the lady is a front desk officer, and you're the manager and you're dating her, you'll find out that she would want to step on the toes of even the supervisors. It's a human thing. She wants everybody to know that, look, the boss is my guy, so don't even try me. So that is where it is wrong. It's not good for any work environment.
But how about if you're dating someone who is on the same level with you? You get, like, not your boss.
Not your boss, but
A colleague.
Okay,
Yeah.
Put it this way, like I always tell my colleagues in the office, your relationships, your problems, once you get to the gate, leave them at the gate.
okay.
If you cross into the premises with it, you're going to cause problem. No matter the level. You see, we need to understand that emotions can always go haywire.
Yeah.
And once it happens, you cannot control it. So it's best I mean, that's why some organizations, they will not allow a husband and wife to work in the same office. Because they know. It's part of human resources. You don't allow it. It will always backfire. So it's better, you know, it doesn't mean you can't relate with people in the office. Be cheerful with everybody and all of that. But remove that thing called intimate relationship.
But you know, Mr. Chilaka, I don't know why I just today is just the day that I just
No,
it's not like attacking you, but I'm having a different opinion about it because I can remember sometimes on the program we discussed the best place to actually meet your spouse. We spend more hours at work
than at home.
Do you understand? And it's not like Mr. Chilaka, am I communicating?
Yes.
I'm listening.
Okay. We spend more hours at work and you're able to understand this particular person. It's not like, okay, you guys are married and you guys are working together. You guys are building up a relationship. You're able to know the person. Is it just the 3 hours that you have? We actually work Mondays to Saturdays and we stay together. So it's easy for me to know the next person very well.
In your work environment.
If I'm bonding, I can as well bond. Do you understand?
Okay.
But is
You see, we need to remove problems.
okay.
The problem with it is that you cannot manage it. I'm telling you the truth. You cannot manage it. A lot of people are so emotionally broken that they cannot manage
They
it.
can't manage it.
Now, let me give you a typical example. Let's assume there's a workplace, and I'm dating you, for instance. And maybe I come to work, I may be a free person, a free-spirited person. Oh, hi, dear, how are you? I'm telling you, when I do it the second time, you will call me to order.
That's called checking.
In the workplace, and if I don't listen to you, you will attack her. You will look for every opportunity to attack her. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work. The moment you get too involved and you begin to say, okay, we're having a proper relationship, one person should resign.
That's if
Let's
it
bring
goes,
Adako
that's
into the
good.
conversation.
You understand?
What
So,
do you
okay,
think?
Adako, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong in dating your colleagues.
Your colleague.
There's nothing wrong with it because, like you say, you can find love anywhere. And like she also said, you spend more time in the office. And you get to know your colleagues better than the person outside. So if you find love with your colleague, there's nothing wrong in it. Then checking it as in controlling the affection you have for one another, like you said. If you talk to a lady before me or behind me and someone comes to tell me, because I know you well, I'm not going to react because I know you're for me. So that is the bottom line. Love is wherever you find it, and you define, what goes on.
Can I ask you a question? Why is it that banks would always insist?
Now, yeah, one
Once
person
they
steps down.
notice it, that one person should step down.
Yeah, because banks, they work till the wee hours of the day.
No, I think it's because of the sensitivity of their
Emotional
work. Yeah, so they don't want
Okay.
connivance between husbands and wives.
Okay,
Can I
let's see.
just come in now?
Come in, please.
For me, why I do not think that it is wrong, because when you say something is wrong, that means you've already you've already written
It's
it
a
out.
no-no.
It's a no-no. Why I do not think it is wrong, I would say it is not ideal, and that is because it is a recipe for a toxic relationship. And I would agree with Mr. Chilaka.
Okay.
Because when you're in a relationship, there are certain things that you expect of your spouse or your partner, and quote unquote, if there is no way, if it is a work environment, you will find him disrespectful. If you're the free type, like everybody knows that I do the I baby, I on, I study, and you, but now you want to restrict it to you. You want it to be your thing.
You don't want
just
her to be
you.
that free
You
anymore.
understand? So even when you're not there, and I'm like, hi baby, to somebody else, even when you're not there, your friends will be like, what
But I
happening?
think if you understand
And-
your spouse very well or your
Yes.
partner very well, you're not going to pick
Ma-
anything.
madam.
See, you hug freely. I'm just like, I go hugging like this.
you're a
You know,
great
easily.
hugger.
I'm a great hugger. And if I'm in a relationship, it's okay when I'm hugging somebody who's not as dashing as you. But when it's a guy who's, when it's a guy who looks obviously
Yeah, better
you,
than you. Yes,
then
yes.
he probably has more kush than you, then there's
Okay,
no problem.
okay, I
So-
know.
So let me say,
So-
I have a friend on
So-
social media. On
Okay.
Facebook.
I would say it's not ideal.
He's one guy I have a lot of respect for, but he's a very free person. The thing I like about him is that he's married to a woman who knows that this is my husband. He don't colo.
Shikina.
But even in that,
Yeah.
he still once in a while he has to draw himself back. He could just start that. He calls everybody his wife, sweetheart, my darling, and all of that. But then, sometimes I know that no matter how much trust, how much leverage the wife is given, she would feel hurt. It's the thing about women. It's not even about the men now. It's about the women. When you have like 4 of you in this office and dating one person, this place is going to be a toxic environment. Because I
Very
can tell
toxic,
you,
very,
there's going
very.
to be war. And you will not know when it will start. You will only see when it has.
There will always be. You would always have to explain
Blame
yourself.
yourself.
Yes.
That's
For
the truth.
everything.
But don't you think
For everything.
it's
An IT
it
student
always-
comes into
if-
the office.
Yes.
You
if
try to
it- if
you
it's a
try to
randy- a
tutor.
randy
Yes,
man,
it becomes an
tutor.
issue.
It becomes. It's
I
not a bad shape. It
You
becomes
have
an issue.
experience, oh, Mercy. It's like you have experience.
No, it's simple.
I think there's nothing wrong with dating your
colleague.
but you should know where to draw the line. Period.
I think it's about maturity to a large extent. My marriage is a product of office romance. Yes, I met my husband in the course of work. But still, I don't agree to office romance because I know that love comes with a lot of baggage and it can be very distracting if you're not mature enough to handle it. You won't concentrate on the job you are there for. You are busy monitoring.
You become a monitoring.
Yes, that is true. I don't subscribe to office romance. It just happened in my case. And I think why it worked for me was because I was in one location, he was in another location,
And
even though we were working for the same organization.
Most likely that's
I think that's why it worked. Yes.
Yes, if you take a
I
scale
don't
of 1 to
subscribe
10.
Not in the same.
the same-
If you take a
It would have
scale,
been- it
if you
would have
take a
been
scale of
terrible.
1 to 10, a lot of, the office relationships that crashes
yeah.
is on a scale of, it's like 8 to 10.
But do you know a lot
That's
of
the
office
truth.
relationships, a lot of
That's
office
crap.
romance have actually led to marriages.
Yes, we know.
And no, that's the truth. Yes, because when you guys tend to spend, why do you think a lot of artists get to marry their producers? Or why do you think they date?
Hold on. And what happens? We know the story.
How many of them succeeded?
I don't know what happened.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to have to put every one of us on the spot right now.
Okay.
Other than, apart from Patience, whose own as,
Patient, hang your mouth.
hold on, whose own as, where?
Who else do you
Who
know?
else hasn't had an office romance here? And as it works,
and as
hell
it
no.
I did say before, Mercy's talking from experience. It
She has
can,
experience.
yes, it can really turn, yeah.
I've just said
It
that.
can-
I'm not started talking in
It can
general.
turn ugly if you don't manage
Very
it well.
ugly.
If you don't manage it well. But then, again, also, Alera was not wrong.
She
you
wasn't,
know,
no.
you can find love anywhere. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't know. So how do we manage the situation
Exactly.
where I work with this person and obviously both of us are attracted to each other, but because I'm trying to protect my career, I'm trying to be, how do I manage it?
When love
What
is a
do you do?
decision, I think you'll be less of a burden when it is office or wherever you have met the person. If it's not a decision, you would have problems. If it's just based on feelings,
You have a problem.
you have a problem. But when you've made a decision to be with someone and you try to understand them, then you can make excuses for them. It's easy that way because I have made a decision to be with, Mr. Chilaka. If Alera comes down and says to me, blah, 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 because I've made a decision to be with, and I've tried to understand him.
You just.
So it takes a lot of maturity actually to succeed, to make office relationship work.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of
It
maturity.
takes more effort. And the fact
So,
that,
but if
that
it's
other
based on
person is
feelings-
always in your face, yeah.
If it's based
not
on
about
feelings,
even-
you'll feel hot a lot of times when you
Yeah,
see this thing.
yeah.
You
It's
feel hot.
too-
It's
it's
We're going
natural.
to we're going to
Too much.
We're going
I
a
think
step further.
it takes maturity.
That's what I said.
We're
You
going a
have to
step
be
further.
really mature.
We also know that a lot of wives in the house come to the office
A few of them.
To do what?
Come and do
To
what?
find the secretary.
No, that was the last generation.
No,
I
they
think
still do it.
our
They still
generation
do
do. No, we don't.
They still do
We
it.
don't have time for that.
I think they still
I
do
don't-
it.
They
Are you
still do it.
serious?
Yes, they still do it.
There are women
See,
today that still do that.
Yes.
They used to most often come to the office when there was no phone.
Okay.
Now you can always check these things on the phone.
I don't understand.
You are married. I don't expect you to have any security lock on your phone. One, there's no lock. Nobody
okay.
has a lock.
So, okay, that's another topic. That's another topic. All right, let's look at how our viewers are responding. This one says the workplace is not a romancing place. Please. But it's rather a place to serve humanity. Mark Undawa sent that one in. This one says relationship should be between two mature adults. You can play it anywhere you find love. Dele from Offa sent that one in. This one says, my dear, let's be realistic here. If I'm dating a man or woman in my office, if you see me dressed romantically, I mean, dressed, suggestively, you can't concentrate. It's not good. Uchenna from Ikorodu. It's true because you're always on the lookout, for that person.
Yeah.
Yes. This other one says, Happy Val's Day. Please don't get your honey where you make your money. Wow. Obi from Delta States. Okay, I think we understand what he means. Yeah. All right. This other one says, what if the man has a relationship in the office and maybe they were together while the wife comes to visit? This is taking it to another level. This is taking it to another level.
But it's a good question.
Yeah.
No, can you repeat the question again?
The wife is actually a married man, and his wife comes to visit. He has a relationship in the office.
Maybe the secretary.
Okay, some people.
Which one? Why is he always secretary?
It's always secretary now.
Why is always
Secretary is the closest to Oga
Personal
now.
assistant.
You know?
Let's say personal assistant.
I've seen
PA,
women do it.
maybe the
I've been
PA.
to an hospital too, actually with my mom, and then the doctor's wife, very good looking doctor, everything like that. And then his wife comes in, and I noticed that she does it often. And I'm like, okay, anyway, who would be married to this guy and not come see him?
Come and check up on him.
Come check up on him at the office.
Because he's handsome?
Too good looking.
Seriously.
Like seriously, a bloke. And I feel a pause. This guy is a bloke.
Then why don't you just resume and start working with him?
I'm working as a PA.
Yeah, so that you'll be everywhere.
It also beats me that this guy is so disciplined. I don't know why he does
Yes.
That's when maturity and discipline comes to play.
so tripped. Despite being in the midst of all those, student doctors and you could see he's a straight guy. He's straight.
We still have a few good men
Perhaps
around.
he's coded, but he looks straight.
Which one is
Yeah.
coded?
Maybe he's coding. All right, this one says, I say a big no to office romance. Accepted. You can meet your life partner there, but every romance should be done elsewhere. This one says, I don't think it is ideal. Seeing each other daily at work is not cool. You guys can be free to be jovial with others. Eventually, you might not get married. You guys might break up at any time, and then it leads to a big issue when you have to interact due to work. Exactly. That's very, very true.
Somehow we know when we look.
That's
our
very
best.
true. All right. Awalu, yes. Awalu Saminu Bunkure from Kano is saying hi to all of us. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for that. This one says office romance is not good because there won't be concentration on the job. Mary. All right, Kende. All right, don't use strong language when you send. I won't read. Oluwati Mileyin Awoyemi from Ayobo in Lagos says, a workplace isn't a romantic place. Rather, it's a place where I watch. Let's put business for business and love for love, not mixing both. This one says, I do agree with Mr. Chilaka on the issue of office romance from Tunde. Who you for support? Yes, now. All right, this issue of office romance, it works for some, which is why we cannot say
We can't rule it
Yeah,
out.
rule it
We
out
can't
totally.
we
but we're
can't.
just saying that before
If
you
you
go
must
into
go
it,
into it,
You must
you
know
have
what
to
you're
know
going
what
into.
you're going
Yeah.
into.
You must
a
be
level
matured.
of
You
maturity.
have
know
to
what you're
know
going into.
Not
what you're
just
going
maturity, you have
into.
to trust 100%.
Yes, because it can
You
turn
trust
it can
yourself.
turn ugly.
Trust
Yes, I
isn't
do.
blind.
It can turn
Plus they see these
ugly.
days.
Trust isn't blind.
Even love get eyes.
All right, let's move on
And it's not
to
an abstract thing.
another topic quickly. Our time is fast running.
right.
Online dating.
Or long relationship.
Yes. Yesterday on social media, we read about a story of this lady who met her now husband. You know, they're married now. They met on social media. They connected. And they actually dated on social media for a while before they actually met each other face to face. And the good thing about it is today they're actually married to each other. So we're asking the question, online dating, does it really work?
Just like office romance, it's almost similar because it's still not an ideal place. For me, it used to be a no-no, but you know, sometimes you grow up and you tend to bend backwards, you know, dates. That's how it is with online relationship. It's just almost like similar with what we were talking about. It has worked for very few people, and a lot of people it's been a disaster. Some have even lost their life in trying to date online.
Online, yes.
Some have
yes.
lost their, some have been filmed to their chagrin in trying to date online. A lot of things have happened. Some have been battered as in forever, for almost for life, for trying to even get close to certain kind of people. So it's a risk. It's actually a risk. Like you said, there was something, he said it's a bomb. I think there was a word I would want to borrow.
Waiting to explode.
Waiting to explode.
And you know, because while Patience and I actually read the story, then that was like 2007, and then we had cyber cafe.
Yes.
That was the era of cyber cafes where you had to buy the either 100 naira or you go and do all night. You go and browse
night
on that
browsing.
at the cafe.
And don't not forgetting Yahoo love scam that they
No,
call.
hold on, no. That's what we're trying to talk about. Then you could still get to see genuine guys actually looking for love at about that time. That was 2007. She actually met the guy on MySpace or thereabouts. But now we've had it overflooded with fake love.
Even
So you
back
don't know
in the-
which
even
word
back
is
in the
real.
day.
I would say that I look at it from two perspectives. There's nothing wrong with online dating and long distance relationship. When it moves out of that relationship to physical marriage, then everything online and distance should be thrown aside.
Really?
Yes. The mistake people make is this. People take online dating into marriage. Or they take long distance relationship into marriage. That never works. Because a husband and wife need to be under the same roof. Even if they have to separate, not for too long. Not the one that the wife is in America, and the man is in Nigeria. And all you do every time is, hello this, hello that. It's not, I don't know, but you don't have that physical presence.
But it's working.
For how many people? Oh, you want for you?
Yeah.
For me, then,
And you have to say no.
I like
And
the
you have to
perspective you just brought in now. Because we were just looking at it like, okay, online relationship, and that was just, I like the perspective you just brought in, that some people even carry it into the relationship. It doesn't. What I've realized that a lot of the time when you have online relationship, it's always sweet. No issues. You're not seeing each other physically, so you're not learning some idiosyncrasies about that person, some things that are peculiar that you might not be able to deal with, that are even priority to you. It's just a hello, hi, because of the, they say distance makes the thing
The love
fun.
sweet.
Makes it sweet, yeah.
really, are you talking out of experience?
Yeah, it makes it sweeter.
Now I'm talking out of experience.
Experience,
I once dated someone online, and it was all rosy and bloom until he appeared, and the way he used the toilet was, I didn't like it. I realized that it was part of him. You understand? And it was something that was getting to me. And apart from that, I realized that he had, when he was around physically, his phone is actually his companion and not me.
Wow.
Unlike what he was there, we always
Always,
Skyping
yes, and doing
everywhere,
everything. Yeah.
I'm I'm like, what is all this? Would it have been better for this guy to remain wherever
Where he was.
But you know the truth with online dating is that
It's not real.
well, it's not real, yes, but you really don't. There's nothing as in it's like it's free. It is so free that
It's real.
you have. I mean, let's say
Opportunities are endless.
Yes, nobody's
So to say.
Nobody's looking over your
Yes,
shoulder. Nobody's telling you to
It's
do.
like you're not in any relationship. So how is it going to work?
That's what we're saying.
It's gonna waste
That's what we're saying. You
time.
need to move. You see,
Yeah.
when you see, it's like when you start toasting a babe.
Okay.
There are always steps. You toast her. Oh, she says no. You go back.
Yeah.
She says no. You go for the top down. She says.
So that physical thing,
Now you find
can't
out that
take it away.
that is what online dating is all about. It's like going back and forth. Now, but when you move it from that online dating
Into real life.
into real life,
Yeah.
you need to
Close that cap. Okay. All right. This one says online dating is good and bad at the same time. I actually met my new boyfriend on Facebook and we love each other. Andrew Nkiti Selele from Taraba State. This one says online dating to me is BP like because you may not know your subjects. Maybe he's real or fake. Meanwhile, happy Val to you all. I must say I really
Hey,
love
thank
your
you,
program.
thank
Please keep it up. It's educative. Mrs. Adasin. She even put her address. She's from one barracks like that in Enugu State. Thank you, Mrs. Adamson, for sending that one in. This one says, good day. Online dating is bad, although if the relationship is already good physically, online chatting will help partners keep in touch, which is good for any relationship. That's another thing. That's another thing.
I mean, they move from physical to online.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. You know, maybe you already started dating somebody and then the person has to travel or something.
Yeah, it's
You kind of
That is not online
that is
dating.
the online chatting.
That's
Yes.
online
chatting.
That's online
Yes.
compatibility.
So you
You tell me you're dating
Online continuum.
online.
It's a continuum.
No, it now becomes a distant relationship.
Okay.
But you already know. You already
Okay.
know each other.
All right, our time is fast running and we still have one very big assignment to do. Mr. Chilaka, you're the man here. We have a Valentine's cake.
Cola.
Yes, the cake for us.
Why would I be the one to cut it?
Because you're the man.
No, I
you are
disagree.
blessed amongst
No,
women.
no, no.
Meanwhile, somebody said something about you here. I wanted to read it out. So he's actually sympathizing with you here. Okay, where is that one? He said, first, the man among you cannot beat women out of any argument. So no matter how you
But
argue.
we do appreciate his contribution.
Of course,
He's brought
of course.
in a lot of new perspectives
Yes,
to the
yes.
topic. So,
All right.
You're most welcome once
Thank you.
again.
But the cutting of cake is let me put it this way. I come from a school of thought where I always tell people I believe in equality, I believe in equity.
Equity.
Okay.
I believe that the girl child should be given the same opportunity.
The boy child. True.
That is what I preach.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
And so for that, I would not cut this cake alone.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, so all the ladies will join for us to cut.
Yes, we will.
Okay. So
Can we? I think we should stand up.
For he's
So
a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us.
I don't know.
All right.
are we to stand? How
We are.
For those who
Stand.
are having online, we don't need online.
Okay. So
Questions, are you online too?
online what?
Online, you know.
Okay.
No.
No, not online.
Okay, no, my
It's
own
so
val
available.
is
Yes.
my own val is since mine is online.
Yeah.
So people should even pity me.
Okay. Oh.
Come closer.
Happy Valentine. Okay, so let's stretch our hands.
No, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, because of our time,
All right,
let's stretch
so-
our hands.
How are we to spell?
LOV. Let's go live.
L-O-V-E. Happy Valentine's Day, people. It's a season of love. Whether or not you believe in Valentine's Day, it's a good thing to love. And remember, that's the most important
be loved.
commandment. Yes. love and be loved.
And the main thing is all religion that we get to practice actually
Preach love.
So
True.
spread
Let's
love.
love one
It's not
another.
about your spouse alone. To the less privileged, your neighbor.
And also we have to say many thanks to Legato Ponte School. They came around here today with their little kids to share love. Thank you so much.